So let's talk about something that can genuinely change your life. And no, I'm not just talking about making videos or posting online. We're going to dive into how the simple act of creating content can be this truly transformative journey. And it's one that I promise you, anyone can start today.
You know how it is, right? You spend all this time scrolling. You're watching YouTube, you're on TikTok, you're listening to podcasts. But has that little voice ever popped into your head, that little question that says, hey, what if I could do that? What if I actually have something to share? That tiny question? Well, that's where a huge change begins.
So how do you actually make that leap? How do you go from being in the audience to being the one with the microphone or the camera or even just the keyboard? It all starts with one simple little shift in how you see things. At its core, content creation is actually beautiful in its simplicity. It's really just the art of taking something that's inside your head, an idea, a story, a skill, and then shaping it into something that can actually connect with another human being. It's not about being famous, It's about communication.
And that is the absolute key right there. This isn't about needing a Hollywood budget or being some kind of professional. It's just about the pure act of sharing. Sharing what you're passionate about, sharing what you know, or just sharing something cool you made. It's all just an act of self-expression.
Now, to really unlock the power of all this, you kind of have to make a fundamental shift in how you see the world. It's about moving from a passive role to an active one. And believe me, it all starts with your mindset.
Okay, check this out, because this is so interesting when you see it laid out like this. Most of us, most of the time, we operate with a consumer mindset. We're looking for entertainment, we follow what's popular, we just kind of passively take it all in. But a creator sees the world differently. They're actively looking for opportunities to create value, to tell a new story, to teach something. Every single experience becomes a potential idea. It's an incredibly powerful switch to flip inside your brain.
So why even make this shift? Why put in all the effort? Because the rewards, they go so far beyond just getting views or likes. This is about unlocking a better, more capable version of yourself.
Seriously, forget about the career or the money for just a second. At its absolute core, consistently creating something is one of the best self-development tools you could ever ask for. It forces you to grow in ways you would just never expect.
And just look at what happens on the inside. Hitting publish for the very first time, it's terrifying, right? But when you do it, you build incredible confidence. You start to find your own voice. You learn to overcome that fear of what other people might think. You develop discipline just by showing up, and you learn to embrace commitment instead of chasing that impossible goal of perfection.
Okay, so beyond all that amazing personal growth, let's be real, this can also completely reshape your professional life. When you share your work publicly, it's like you're creating your own luck. Think about it. You're not just making posts. You're accidentally learning these invaluable skills like marketing, video editing, and clear communication. You're building a network. You're positioning yourself as someone who really knows their stuff. This is exactly how passion projects turn into brand deals, new job offers, and sometimes even entire businesses.
All right, I really hope you're feeling inspired. But inspiration without action? Well, that's just a daydream. So the big question is, how do you actually start? Like right now, today?
This right here is probably the most important thing I'm going to say. The biggest thing holding almost everyone back is this idea that they need to be perfect. You don't. Your first video is going to be rough. Your first blog post probably won't be a masterpiece. And you know what? That is completely 100% okay. You just have to begin.
And here it is, your roadmap. It is honestly this simple. Number 1, pick a platform you already like using. Don't overthink it. 2, talk about something you genuinely love, something you're passionate about. 3, just sketch out your first 3 ideas. That's it. 4, and this is the big one, just start posting. Aim for being consistent, not for being perfect. And 5, pay attention to what works, listen to feedback, and just try to get a tiny bit better each time. That's the whole game.
Okay, let's pull back for a second and look at the really big picture here. This isn't just about what you're going to do this week or this month. This is about what you're building for your entire future.
I want you to think of it like this. Every single piece of content you create is a brick. And by itself, it's just one little brick. But over time, as you lay them down one by one consistently, you end up building something incredible, a personal brand, a business, maybe a whole new career path. It all just starts with that one first brick.
And ultimately, that's what this entire journey is really about. It's about gaining the freedom to work on what you love, to connect with people who share your passions, and to build a life on your own terms. It is a path to finding your purpose.
So let's end with the most important truth of all. That perfect moment you're waiting for, it's never going to come. the perfect idea, the perfect time, they just don't exist. All that exists is right now. So start small, stay consistent, and please remember this. Your voice matters. Your story, your message, your impact, it all starts with just one post. Go share it.